In his darkest moment, Robert Kennedy defined change. "We are a young country," he wrote on December 18, 1963, 4 weeks after his brother, the president, was assassinated. "We are growing and expanding until it appears that this planet will no longer contain us. We have problems now that people 50, even 10 years ago, would not have dreamed would have to be faced." Bobby was writing the foreword to a memorial edition of John F. Kennedy's book, Profiles in Courage, something he would not have dreamed of facing 4 weeks earlier. In an instant, he had lost his brother, his boss, and his security. The mingling loyalties to family and country had made life before simple, he would say. Now it was racked by uncertainty. The presidency belonged to Lyndon Johnson, a man whose morals and judgment he questioned, and whose insatiable appetite for political domination convinced Bobby that the name Kennedy would mean little in a few short months. The Attorney General warned friends to act fast and get what they wanted, for their political power would soon expire. Bobby himself was unsure of what he wanted. With each passing day, pressure mounted for him to decide how to use what he had inherited. So many had put their faith in a future with JFK at the helm. People now looked to Bobby for action, some for direction, most just for comfort in their grief. This reaction would have seemed strange just a few weeks earlier. Many liberals did not trust the president's younger brother and chief political strategist. They thought he put elections before principles and were disgusted by his battering style on behalf of communist hunting and crime-fighting Senate committees in the 1950s. Quote, "Robert was perceived as a tough guy, insensitive, cruel, vindictive, clannish, summed up in a word which he never shook off, ruthless," the Yale law professor Alexander Bickel would write. He was so polarizing that civil rights managed to cut against him both ways. Demonstrators picketed him for lacking urgency, and segregationists accused him of cramming court orders down their throats. In the weeks leading up to the assassination, Bobby felt he was becoming so politically toxic that he spoke with his brother about resigning before the re-election campaign.